Hey everyone! Welcome back to Story Hive. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Let's jump into today's story. At 35, I'm grappling with an emotional storm that has left me shattered and questioning everything I thought I knew. My wife, whom I considered my soulmate, has been unfaithful to me with her ex-boss, Daniel. The pain of this betrayal is compounded by the fact that my daughter Lisa, whom I've raised as my own, has sided with him. Now, as I navigate the painful process of divorce and face the heart-wrenching decision to sever ties with my daughter, they are both pleading for my forgiveness. The whirlwind of emotions I'm experiencing, anger, sorrow, and confusion, has made it incredibly challenging to find my way through this tumultuous period. Story. My journey with my soon-to-be ex-wife began 12 years ago, back when we were both university students. We met at a campus event, and I was instantly drawn to her charm, intelligence, and warmth. Our connection felt almost destined, and I was eager to build a future together. However, my perception of our relationship took a dramatic turn 3 months in when I discovered that she had a young daughter named Lisa from a previous relationship. This revelation hit me like a ton of bricks. I had been completely unaware of Lisa's existence, and the fact that such a significant part of her life had been kept from me made me feel blindsided and betrayed. Initially, I contemplated ending the relationship, but my wife was devastated at the thought of losing me and begged me to stay. She explained that her past relationship had been fraught with conflict and that the father had abandoned them when she started university. Despite my reservations, I couldn't ignore the growing bond I was forming with both her and Lisa. As time passed, my relationship with Lisa deepened. I embraced the role of a father figure, and by early 2019, just before the pandemic changed our lives, we decided to marry. Our life seemed to be falling into place. In late 2021, I adopted Lisa, and by early 2022, our family grew with the birth of our son Mark. Mark's arrival was a joyous occasion, and I fully supported my wife's decision to become a stay-at-home mom. Our family life was harmonious for a while, but subtle changes began a few months ago. My wife started spending more time on her phone, often disappearing to take calls or text. Initially, I attributed her behavior to the potential monotony of being home all day, but her secrecy and constant distractions began to raise red flags. Her dismissive explanations about harmless gossip did little to allay my growing concerns. The situation escalated dramatically last week. I came home one evening to find our infant son Mark crying alone on the floor, his diaper soiled and in desperate need of changing. My wife was outside, engrossed in a phone call, completely oblivious to our son's distress. My heart raced with anger as I quickly attended to Mark's needs, changing his diaper and comforting him. When I confronted my wife outside, I snatched her phone and locked her out of the house in a fit of frustration. As I examined her phone, I was met with a barrage of incriminating messages exchanged with a man named Daniel. The conversations were filled with flirtatious banter and intimate exchanges, leaving me reeling with betrayal. With a heavy heart and a mind racing with questions, I took screenshots of the messages before deleting them from her phone. When my wife returned, I confronted her at the dining table, demanding the full truth. Her confession was devastating. She admitted to a 6-month affair with Daniel, but avoided answering direct questions about the physical nature of their relationship. Her evasion only deepened my sense of betrayal. I pressed her about whether they had used protection, and she broke down in tears, pleading for my forgiveness and promising to cut off all contact with Daniel. To my utter shock and pain, Lisa came downstairs during our confrontation and revealed that she knew about the affair. She admitted that Daniel had been giving her gifts and bluntly told me that I wasn't her real father. My wife, overwhelmed by the gravity of the situation and unable to endure the emotional turmoil any longer, I gathered Mark and left for my parents' house. The emotional weight of the betrayal and heartbreak was immense. I immediately began the process of canceling Lisa's tuition and extracurricular activities, signaling the end of a chapter that had once been filled with hope and love. I sought legal advice for divorce and started preparing to sever all ties with my wife and, regrettably, with Lisa. Despite receiving numerous pleas for forgiveness from both my wife and daughter, I remained resolute in my decision. My friends have expressed concerns, suggesting that I might be too harsh, especially since Lisa is still a child. They argue that she might not fully understand the implications of her actions. The conflicting emotions of betrayal and the potential for reconciliation weigh heavily on me as I struggle to find clarity in this turbulent time. Update: the past week has been one of the most challenging and emotionally draining periods of my life. In an attempt to regain control and find some semblance of peace, I've made several significant decisions. I've stopped drinking, recognizing that I need a clear mind to navigate this crisis. Financially, I've taken decisive steps by halting payments on my wife's car lease and withdrawing half of our joint account funds. My wife has made repeated attempts to reach out, insisting that she has severed all ties with Daniel and expressing a desperate desire to make amends. She confessed that she had introduced Daniel to Lisa as her biological father, a painful revelation that has added another layer of betrayal to the situation. Lisa has apologized for her involvement and has ceased communication with her mother. I'm contemplating arranging a meeting with Lisa at the park to discuss our relationship and explore whether there is any possibility of rebuilding our bond. I need to determine if she is genuinely remorseful and if there's a way to salvage our connection, given the deep emotional wounds. Additionally, I'm considering the necessity of a DNA test for Mark in the future, although I'm not yet ready to confront that issue. Each day presents new challenges and questions. I'm striving to find a path that will allow me to heal and rebuild my life while grappling with the complexities of forgiveness, trust, and moving forward. The road ahead is uncertain, and I'm searching for clarity and peace amidst the turmoil that has appended my life. Update: this past week has brought more clarity, though the emotional toll remains immense. I've decided to temporarily pause my decision about severing ties with Lisa to give us both space and time to reflect. I arranged a meeting with her at the park where we had an honest conversation about her role in the affair and the impact on our family. Lisa expressed genuine remorse, and we talked through her understanding of the situation and her feelings. Though I'm not ready to fully reintegrate her into my life, I'm considering counseling for both of us to explore whether we can rebuild our relationship. Financially, I'm still making adjustments, but have stopped short of further drastic measures. I'm focusing on securing my own mental health, including attending therapy to process the betrayal and make informed decisions moving forward. Regarding Mark, I've decided to delay any decisions about a DNA test until I can approach the matter with a clearer mind. The road ahead is still fraught with uncertainty, but I'm hopeful that taking these steps will help me find a semblance of peace and rebuild my life. Thanks for tuning in to today's Reddit story. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on more amazing stories. See you next time.